Nothing says Keith Richards quite like this riff. Just a simple bar while moving two fingers on and off. He often plays it in open G tuning, but in this video, I'll show you some different ways you can use it in standard tuning with actual examples from a lot of different songs, and how you can think about it. Is it two different chords, or just riffing over one chord? We'll look at the importance of context that affects how we hear this, like the beginning of Start Me Up, or the two guitars in Rock and Roll All Night. As usual, the shapes and graphics in the video are from my app, The Building Blocks of Rock. There's a free version and now a new paid version. You can find it on the App Store, Google Play, over 500 examples, each one with sound. You can find out more in the video description below, or at my modest and somewhat scrappy-looking website, guitarviz.com. To play this riff, just bar the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings, and leave it barred while moving these two fingers on and off at the same time, strumming all 3 strings. Or you can hammer on, or pull off. The riff is movable, just move it to match the chord you're playing over. I'm in C, here at the 5th fret, same place as you'd play this basic bar chord shape. Just move your first finger to where your little bar is. Keith often uses this riff in open G tuning, tune the 1st, 5th, and 6th strings down a whole step, or if you're Keith, just chop that 6th string off so it's not even on the guitar. That lets him form a complete chord with barring just one finger. 1st string, nice to have, but the 5th string is really key here because that 5th string is a root note. So now you got the root note on 2 strings, the 5th and the 3rd strings. Instead of just this on 3 strings, you get this. Or Brown Sugar, Honky Tonk Woman. In standard tuning, you just have 3 strings. You don't have those extra strings like you get in open tuning to give it a little extra oomph. There are other ways of doing this, of course. One easy way, just turn up the gain. Three chords, C, D, E. Start with the C to D. Hammer on. Then up to the E, but instead of starting with the bar down, he starts with the fingers down. Another way to fatten up the sound, lots of notes, fast strumming. We're in E, 1st finger barred at the 9th fret. 16th notes, 4 per beat, but they're in groups of 3, like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Plus there's pull-offs. Down, plus pull-off, down, up, plus pull-off, up. 3, 4. Another way of fattening up the sound of this 3-string riff is to add an open string. Like if you're using it over an A chord, you can add the open 5th string, like in this basic riff down here. Same thing an octave higher up here at the 12th fret. Move your first finger where the little bar is, add the open 5th string. 3 chords, A, D, E. When you hit the A chord with the hammer on, include the open 5th string. And let it continue to ring underneath the next 2 chords. Over the E chord, it's not both fingers down, it's just one finger, kind of a sus chord riff. And another way of fattening up the sound of this riff in standard tuning is to add a second guitar part, especially if it's playing something slightly different, a different shape, different position, like in Rock and Roll All Night. When you bar those three strings, it forms a chord. When you put your fingers down, is that a second chord? Are you moving back and forth between two different chords as you move your fingers on and off? When your fingers are down, you could hear these notes as a chord. The third, the fifth, and the root on the second string. Part of this larger chord shape that looks like a movable C chord. I think it depends what the other instruments are doing, what the band is doing behind you. Like if they're just hanging out here on one chord, and you're sitting here going like this, I don't think most people would hear that as chord changes. Instead, you're just doing a little riff on top of that chord. Like Rock and Roll All Night. It's basically 1, 4, and 5 chords there in the verse. We're in the key of A. E is the 5 chord. D is the 4 chord. And those are the chords Ace is playing. He's not trying to match what Paul is playing, which is this. Ace isn't going. But when they get to the end of the verse and in the intro of the song, over the D chord, now Ace is playing the same thing as Paul, same chords, just in a different place. So to me, those feel more like actual chord changes. The bar is what you want to focus on when figuring out where on the neck to play this. Just move the bar to match the chord you're playing over. Example, you're playing over a C chord. Here's a C chord using this basic bar chord shape. Move your first finger to where the little bar is. If you're playing over a D chord, same thing. Here's a D chord. Move your first finger here. You can cue off that 5th string root A-shape bar chord or the 6th string root E-shape bar chord. This shape lives in between and has this underlying G chord shape. Not that you'd ever play it like this, but it would look like this. Here's a D chord played using the A shape. Here's a D chord played using the E shape. Here's a D chord played using that G shape. Just that little bar. It's movable, just like the A shape and the E shape. And notice how it's in the same spot as this basic major pentatonic scale shape. And some of these basic major pentatonic licks. Like in We Will Rock You. We're in A, up here around the 12th fret. First finger is barred at the 14th fret. And you hear the open 5th string, hard to hear when exactly he's playing it. Maybe just he's hitting it at the beginning of each phrase and then letting it ring. Adding hammer-ons and pull-offs. And then into these licks. In the same position as you'd play this major pentatonic scale shape. But there's a few additional notes. The flat 7 and the 4th has a major scale sound. Could think of it as Mixolydian because it has the flat 7th, but probably easiest just to think of this as licks you can do along with this bar. Common licks that you hear in other songs, like on the first string and the second string. Then back to the shape, and then into these common bends in the same position. And then back to the riffing. Is it 2 chords or 1? Context matters. Same thing applies when trying to figure out what the underlying chord is. What is the main chord? Where's the root note? Is it that bar? Or the fingers down? Or something else? In the examples we've looked at so far, the bar is the main chord. But supposing instead of that low C note, that the bass or the band or you are playing. Supposing it's a low D note instead. Suddenly that shape starts to sound more like a minor chord type of thing, a minor 7 riff. Like in Terrifying off of Steel Wheels. Or some of the fills in Miss You. Or different key, and not the Stones, but Long Train Runnin'. We've got a bit of the same thing going on in Sultans of Swing. Chorus sounds like it starts off like this. Riff, first time you hear it, minor. Second time, major. Because of what the band is playing underneath. Sounds like that, but it's not, despite what some tabs say. Listen carefully. His pinky is down on that third string, so it's a minor triad type of sound. And he doesn't do a pull-off. He does this. Coming back up to that riff, though, he does do the pull-off. And the root is C underneath. In the pre-chorus, you hear the riff 2. The rhythm guitar is playing this. F to C. Mark is playing the same chords but using different voicings, different shapes. This C shape and this G shape before doing the riff. And back down to the B flat chord. Another example, 2 guitars playing the same chord but using different voicings, different shapes, maybe in 2 different places on the neck, fattens up the sound. Or Legs by ZZ Top. In the remastered version, you can hear the guitar better, less of that 80s synth. You can hear Billy during the verse using this riff, first up here, then down here. Same shape, same 3 strings, but because of what the other instruments are playing, not just the bass, but the overdubbed guitar that's doing something like this. Because of those other instruments, you hear this. The first one is major, this type of sound. The second one is minor, this type of sound. Finally, what if instead of C or D, the root was F? Somebody, you, the bass, another instrument, is adding a low F note underneath that basic 3-string shape. So it sounds like this. What is that sound? Well, that's the sound of Start Me Up as it starts up. Keith begins with the riff. He's in open G, so he's adding that low C note on the 5th string. I'm in standard tuning. I'm faking it by adding it on the 6th string. But it sounds like we're in C. Like the root is C. But then the rest of the band comes in. The bass. Ronnie Wood on second guitar. And our ear suddenly realizes we're not in C, we're not in Kansas anymore, we're in F. The root is now F. Well, wait a minute, you say. Keith has still got that low C note going on, right? Yes, but a C note is part of an F chord. So it just blends right in. And so our ear adjusts because of everything else going on. Because of context, we now hear this as being an F, not C. Instead of this type of sound, where the root is in the bar, it's now this type of sound, where the root is in the fingers down, specifically the 2nd string there. Like in Beast of Burden. A Stones example of this riff in standard tuning. Yes, standard, not open tuning. And it starts off with this hammer on to a bar. A little tricky, you gotta get your third finger to bend there at the first knuckle. It's between these two triad shapes, which are part of these larger bar chords. And after the hammer on, he goes back to the B chord. Both the B chord and the C sharp minor chord that follow it use these 5-string shapes or voicings. You can't really hear the first string in the intro. You hear it later on in the verse, in some of the verses. What you do hear in the intro, if you slow it down and listen carefully, are those notes on the 5th string. He's not playing these 4-string shapes. He's playing these 5-string shapes, which makes it a bit fuller, adds a bit more depth. And then to the riff, the hammer on. The band is playing an A chord underneath it. So it doesn't have this sound. It has this sound. Just like we were looking at in Start Me Up. A couple of other nuances. The very first time he strums, he includes the thumb on the 6th string. Can't tell if he continues to do that throughout the song, but it's certainly there on the very first strum. And another interesting thing about that initial strum is he pauses. It's like he pauses for a beat right after doing it. Try to bar the first string too, and hold both the 6th string and, if possible, the 1st string. Down, up, down. The last downstroke is dead strings, I think. It is very heavily accented. 'Down, up. 2 upstrokes, and again, dead strings. Lots of other examples of this riff include Funk 49, or Peace of Mind, Boston, Proud Mary is an example of more of a solo context, less of a rhythm guitar riff type of thing. And I'm Bad, I'm Nationwide, ZZ Top. The chorus has an example of going back and forth between the 2 different major chord sounds of this riff, like I covered in this video. First, over the F chord, with the root on the 3rd string, the bar, or the 6th string. And then down to this guy with the root on the 5th string, or 2nd string. And then repeats over the C chord. And a bit of the same in Free Ride. My objective when playing these examples in the video is to give you just enough information to make you want to pick up your guitar and try to copy what you're seeing and hearing. And then if you really want to learn it note for note or learn the whole song, go off and find some tabs. Keeping in mind a lot of them are of a dubious quality. If you like what you've seen, please remember to like or subscribe, and please remember to check out my mobile app on the App Store or Google Play. It's not free. Right now I'm selling it for about $10. Makes the perfect stocking stuffer. And it's just a one-time purchase. No subscriptions. Buy it once you're done. You'll get ongoing updates from me. All right, thanks for watching. I'll be back in the New Year's with more videos. Until then, happy holidays, peace be with you, and keep on rocking.